What is good, YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and I haven't been consistent or as consistent as I would like to be, but then we still here, we still grinding, we still out here. But anyways, I just like to talk about something that just changed my whole perspective on financial stability, having money, getting money, and just how I'm going to move. So let's just a quick story time. I went out last weekend, I just had to let off some steam, I've been working very hard. And I said, you know what, let me go out with some friends. I went out and, we were just vibing. Everybody was having a good time, you know, like listening to music, vibing out, just having a genuine, like just a 10 out of 10 time. And there was this one girl that was there. Probably the finest girl that I've seen in a long time. I was like, you know what? I don't usually shoot my shots, but I said I have to. I have to. Let me try. So I shot my shots and everything. Didn't fall, whatever. But then one thing led to another, and I don't know. We were just talking about money, and you know, we just people just started putting up their bank accounts. See, people were coming to me saying, "Oh, Dario, you have money, blah blah blah. You run a business, blah blah blah." That's what happened. I mean, I tell people, I don't have no money, man. I'm broke. Like I don't have any money. That's why I tell people most of the time. People started putting up their bank accounts, man. There's this one girl, the girl that I was trying to talk to, 20 racks, 20 bands in her account. I was just like, shit. I was just like, shit. Someone else pulled up their accounts. I saw a solid 18 racks in there. 18? I was like, fuck. I was like, what? And it had me like, am I not doing enough? What else do I like? It just had me like, damn. I thought that I was in a good position. But once I saw that, I was like, shit. I was like, shit. And my last video was on do not compare your progress to someone else's. And I did compare, and I felt so bad, man. I felt so bad. I was like, shit. But it did motivate me. It had me like, okay, I have some work to do. I need to get on my grind. And it even brings me back to this one video that I watched. You know, big word, 10,000. This video right here, under 10K is broke. You know, or videos like this, looking rich broke as fuck. You know, oh chill, did that show? Okay, right here. This and this. So videos like that have me like, damn, I have a long way to go. And I really just started saving and investing this year. No, not this year, last year. I started last year. And it's been growing, I can't complain. I'm way more financially stable than I was in 2020, at the beginning of 2023, you know. You know, which is great and I thank God for it. But seeing people like my age with that kind of money just had me like, wow. It just had me like, wow. But at the same time, I feel like I'm starting to get a skewed sense of reality. It's one of them ones where I see someone with 10 racks, I see someone with 18, I see someone with 20. But I do know that in reality, we're part of you know, the top 1% on the planet in our age with that kind of money. So it just has me I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, with that being said, I don't know. In one video, one of my past YouTube videos, I showed my goals for the year, and one of my goals was to stack up 10 grand, you know, by July 24th. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that goal because I need to buy a car. I need to buy a car, you know. But like by any means possible, I'm going to reach that goal. But yeah, you guys, like, under 10K, you know. Like once I changed my mentality to like under 10K is broke after watching that YouTube video and after seeing what I saw when I went out, I feel like, you know, I've been kind of toxic with it. Like I'm like, ew, like you don't even have 10 grand to your name, you're 23, but at the same time, like how many 23-year-olds have a grand, like 1K to their name? Not that many, you know. Unless they live at home or something with their parents, you know. I live by myself, you know. I don't live with my mom, so you know. But yeah, but yeah, you know. Thank you for listening to my rant. You know, I'm ranting on here because I don't really, don't really have anybody to rant to. But yeah, I'll get back with you guys another time.